Coming up on today's show, we'll be talking about the Ben Affleck Batman solo movie that could still be happening.
We'll be walking you through this week's big releases, including Moonfall and Jackass Forever.
And speaking of the Batman, we will tell you when you can book your tickets. Hello and welcome to What's On at Cineworld Cinemas. I am Luke Owen.
And you think you're the cutest in the world? Well, I'm the coolest in the world. Dan Layton.
It's a very nice intro.
Thank you. I wanted to work that in. You can't do the second half of that particular clip because it's not safe for work.
Well, I'm assuming this will be safe for work. We're talking about the Batman.
We can make this safe for work.
Yeah.
We can also do a not safe for work version. Cineworld After Dark.
Like that. The 15 rated version of What's On at Cineworld Cinemas.
Yeah, let's keep things strictly U today. Maybe PG.
Anyway, we're going to be talking about the Batman here. Not the Batman. We're going to be talking about a Batman.
Oh, one of several.
One of several Batman, because we are living in a world in where 2022, we have got 3 different Batmen on screen in one calendar year. Because we've got our Pats as the Batman.
Our Bats
next month. We've also got Ben Affleck.
Batfleck.
Coming back as Batman in The Flash. And in that same movie, we've got 89 Michael Keaton's Batman.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, that one doesn't really work for Batman.
I tried.
We don't know whether we're going to get a sequel to our Bats' Batman yet. I mean, likely, I think we probably will.
If it goes well.
If it goes well, I think we could certainly have more adventures with him.
Would we even see our Bats versus Joker Phoenix?
Ooh.
Because there's maybe more him.
There could be. Yeah. Oh, I mean, they did say they were going to be working on Joker too. You're absolutely right. But we've also got... There's stories that Michael Keaton's going to be doing some more Batman stuff.
Yeah.
Potentially
I think
so.
He's going to be like the new official DCEU Bat representative, I think is what I had read somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we've also got Batfleck. Now, Benjamin had said, this is it for me.
Yeah, out. Peace out. Have a bad time.
Done Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
Didn't have a great time.
Yeah.
Done Justice League. Had an even worse time.
Yeah.
But I really, really enjoyed my time on The Flash.
Yeah.
In fact, my favourite scenes I've done as the Batman character are in this movie.
Which is frustrating for him because he was someone who he signed on because he was very passionate about it.
Exactly.
He loved the character.
He's a massive comic book nerd.
And part of the whole point was he wanted to do his own version of the film.
Which was the plan. He was going to do Batman v Superman, do Justice League, and then do the Batman solo movie, which was going to be him. He was going to direct it.
Yeah.
He was going to write the movie, shoot the movie, produce the movie.
Write the theme tune, sing the theme tune.
Just bada 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 bada. Affleck, announced himself he was going to be back as Batman for The Flash alongside Ezra Miller, who he started along with in the Justice League.
His swan song, wasn't it?
That's what he said.
Yeah.
He said in an interview recently that, and this is it for me. This is like, I'm putting a full stop on my time in this character, and I am done. So interestingly, Ezra Miller shared this news story on his Instagram stories and sort of like cropped in on it and scrolled under one last time.
Yeah.
And then wrote, ha, ha, ha. Almost Joker style.
Well, that's it. That's the thing that's really sticking out in my head.
So this feels to me, and it feels like to a lot of people as well, this is Ezra Miller saying, there is more to come from Batfleck yet. He may think that he is out, but we can always reel him back in. So
like the Phoenix tattoo on his back.
Yes.
He might rise. Have you seen that tattoo?
On Ezra Miller's back?
No, on Ben Affleck's back.
No?
Ben Affleck has quite a back tattoo.
Does he really?
Oh, it's
well, like a full back thing?
Yeah. Okay, it's not the one.
I mean, can you name me one massive back tattoo that is the one?
Not a massive back tattoo. Little
Affleck.
ones now and again, like mine.
Back tattoo.
Yeah. The
Oh my! Oh my! No!
Yeah, pop that on the screen.
Oh, Benjamin.
Yeah. There's a rumor going around that his renewed affair, his love affair with Jennifer Lopez, is actually making it disappear, Back to the Future style. But who knows? But likes this back tattoo, there's a chance that Batfleck rises from the ashes.
So my question is, Dan, do you think there is a world we could live in where we can have another Batman movie. Saying that Michael Keaton doesn't do anything, but we have another Our Bats movie, but we also have another Batfleck movie. Like, do you think we could live in that world where we have two concurrently running Batman series?
I believe that we can live in that world, but may we live in that world? The distinction that our teachers have been trying to tell us since year 2. However, I can see it happening because Batman is a product, a IP, a property, that's the word I was looking for, that people will go and see, people will want to see, but overkill. I worry of overkill.
That's my worry as well. I mean, Warner Brothers are always, they feel very safe with Batman.
Yeah.
Because they've tried it with other characters. They try, you kind of look at Warner Brothers' trajectory of doing comic book movies.
Yeah.
Like, they did Batman in '89, and it was like, well, that one really works.
I mean, that one slapped, and Batman Returns is incredible.
Do Batman Returns. Then we did Batman Forever.
Which I like.
Because Superman had failed for them earlier.
Yes.
Because Superman worked in the 70s, late 70s, 78. But then Superman 2 had all of its issues, and Superman 3, and then, of course, it went off to canon. So they had their Superman stuff, then Batman really worked for them. And then you kind of look through their 2000s run, where they had Green Lantern didn't work, Superman didn't work. Actually, even the late 90s, Steel didn't work. So they were just like, oh, we'll just always go back to the tried and tested Batman method, because Batman always works for us. Even Man of Steel, which had its fan, and it's going to kickstart the Snyderverse.
Yeah.
There were people who really didn't like it, and I think even Warner Bros. Were like, "Oh, quick! We need to put Batman in this as soon as we possibly can."
And here's the thing: this is what makes Batman work. I think there are so many things you can do with that character. There are so many avenues you can go down. There are so many different ways you can play it. You can play it high camp, Adam West, Adam Wee.
I would say the best version.
Well, that's fine for you. I love that for you.
It's a fabulous comedy show.
No, it is. This is what I mean. You can play it as Caper. You can do it in sort of that kind of like very stylized Tim Burton kind of way. I genuinely think Batman Returns is incredible. Hell here. I always think if I think of Batman Returns, I instantly get Selena Kyle in her room being eaten by cats. I love it. I think it's wonderful. And then you come into the noughties when cinema is changing, and we get the OG gritty reboot, which is Batman Begins and the Nolan trilogy, which is unquestionably phenomenal, even at its worst. Oh. You're going to question Dark Knight?
No, Dark Knight's good.
You're going to question Begins?
I think Batman Begins is better than The Dark Knight.
Well, that's absolutely fine to have as an opinion. I agree The Dark Knight Rises isn't perfect.
No, it is not.
It's still pretty good, though. I think the Nolan trilogy is absolutely quintessential. So when you do get to the new DCEU phase, let's call it that, and Man of Steel has its detractors, you're like, well, what can we do? We bring in Batman. You get that first trailer for Batman BVS Dodge, and it is exquisite. Like the concept, the stories that you can tell, the ideas that are built into that, whether or not you think the movie worked, the very concept of, oh, people are turning against Superman, Batman feels like he's got a vendetta against this guy. I love it. It's the same thing as Civil War. It's anything where it's like the two sides and you can see both sides. I love a villain that you can believe in. And in this scenario, neither of them are really villains.
That shot of Bruce Wayne running into the dust cloud, like everyone else is running away and he's running towards it, absolutely adore that. Also, it's my favourite Batman look they've ever done on screen as well.
It's a good look. And point being, you can always tell a really good story with Batman. Right?
Yeah.
So that's what leads me to go, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to this new one with Robert Pattinson. I would be so interested to see what Batfleck are doing. The problem is if they become homogenized. If they're all the same, it's not fresh.
That I do agree with you. Like I'm thinking that Justice League didn't work, but Wonder Woman has worked for them, and Aquaman has worked for them.
Getting a second shot at the very least.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, Aquaman did like incredible numbers at the box office.
Yeah.
So if The Flash does really well, our sort of Warner Brothers can look at them and be like, maybe there is life in this DCEU that we thought had died. Because once Justice League came out, it tanked. They were like, well, that's that done then.
Yeah.
And we're just going to go, Joker solo movie, The Batman. You can have your movies here that are connected because you have previously been connected, but they're not really connected anymore. Actually, Shazam as well. Shazam's set in the same DCEU world.
Everyone's a Black Adam.
Oh, exactly. So Black Adam is set within that world as well, presumably. So I wonder if Warner Bros. Will look at that and be like, hey, do you know what, Ben? Here's a lot of money. You can direct this. You can write this. You want to work with Terrio, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And we'll get that Batman solo movie.
Yeah.
I could see it happening.
I can see it. My only concern is diminishing returns, not in terms of the quality of the piece, in terms of us as audience members going, well, I did see a Batman. Are people going to pick one Batman versus the other? Do you give them too much choice? As long as the film, I think we've seen by anything, the 76th Spider-Man movie, which is still in the cinema and still doing a really good return. If the film is good, people will want to see it. So if you're going to release 3 or 4 different Batman movies, or we're going to have 3 Batman at the same time, these films have to be great.
Yeah, they have to be better than Ben Affleck's back tattoo. Our big release this week, or one of our big releases this week, and you'll want to see this on the biggest screen possible. It's available in IMAX and 4DX, Moonfall. Dan Layton.
Yeah.
You went to the unlimited screening of this.
I did.
The other day, or yesterday, in fact.
Yesterday our time.
Yeah. How did you find it?
Integrity is very important to me.
Absolutely.
I, covered the London Film Festival. I go to awards, ceremonies.
People take you very seriously.
Yes.
People take your word.
Thank you. I have a film degree. It's important to me that I keep that level of integrity. And so it's with that in mind that I tell you, I loved this movie. I had such a good time. Let's get into it, because we said last week that we hoped it would make stuffy film critics really irritated. I wanted it to be beautiful trash. And I say the word trash not as an insult.
Absolutely not.
No. And this was exactly that. It is high concept. It is insane. Talking of 4DX, it very much does feel like you're being thrown around all over the place. There's a moment in the movie where I was like, oh, this is what we're doing? Okay. It was so silly. And get into this. I was clenching so hard during various scenes because I felt tense. The tension was built in such a way that I was like, whoa! And I had a really good time. The thing is, it's kind of like The Day After Tomorrow, insofar as they've taken the templates of those characters and they've shifted it along, but instead of weather, it's gravitational pull.
The moon.
There are shades in the movie of high concept sci-fi, of Contact, of 2001: A Space Odyssey, and there are going to be people who hear me say that and are furious. And yet I bought it. I was like, fair play, get into this. I'm about it.
It's like 2001 and Armageddon.
It is literally like that. It is literally like that. You're going to have a good time. If you go to this movie, get a big old bucket of popcorn, go and see it in 4DX because it's a ride. And some of the CG is really impressive. I had a really good time. I don't know what to tell you, all right? Go see Moonfall.
I'm really, really looking forward to seeing it. I really am, because I think my wife described it when we watched the trailer. She was like, in 1969 we went to the moon. In 2022 the moon is coming for us.
I love it so much. It's so, and
the moon's getting its revenge.
Yeah, and there's it's not just about the moon.
The moon. The moon getting its revenge.
It asks some really big questions.
I cannot wait. I mean, speaking of movies that ask the big questions, I went to go see Jackass Forever last night.
Oh my God. Tell me how you liked it, please. Because you're a Jackass boy.
Yes, I am. We talked about this on the show before.
Yeah.
I was 14 years old when Jackass was first on TV. I was prime target audience.
Did you watch it while wearing jeans with a chain and a South Park t-shirt over a longer shirt?
Oh, yes. So I went into this film with some pretty lofty expectations.
Yeah.
Not lofty expectations. I went into this film with a lot of excitement because I am watching my heroes up on screen. I was not expecting, obviously I expected to laugh.
Yeah.
To feel as emotional as I did.
Yeah.
I really did. It has got a surprising amount of heart to it.
Yeah.
Really, really has got some heart and depth to it.
It's just a group of people, especially when they have meant something to you. I cried a lot at the Friends reunion.
Oh, yeah.
Not necessarily because of anything that was happening, but because those are my uncles. That's my uncles and aunts. Those are my friends. I feel a kinship to them.
Yeah.
And you felt that way about the Jackass gang.
The end of Jackass 3, during the credits, they have the Weezer song, Memories.
Yeah.
Memories makes me want to go back there. And like that played, and like every time I watch that, it makes me like get really emotional because they're showing loads of clips and stuff. And I had the same thing with Jackass Forever.
Which you just don't expect when you look at the trailer and see people getting hit in the crotch.
Absolutely, yeah. It's like, because you've got all of that, and then you've got people getting hit in the dick.
Yeah.
And it's just, it really is the balance of sweet and salty.
But it's like, it is that sort of communal, friendly, there is so much going on in the world that something like this to be around to just make us a little bit happy.
I went to go see it with critics as well. Like, I've never seen a Jackass movie with critics before. Like, it was weird to be in there, but I had a great time regardless.
Will you go and see it again?
100% I'll go and see it again.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I enjoyed the heckins out of it.
I'm so excited to see it, not just with my friends, but with a cinema full of people. And feel everyone squirm at the same time and see which are the ones that are going to make people do this. Like, I'm absolutely hiding from anything to do with a spider or anything to do with a toilet.
It's not for everyone. Yeah. So, you know, make of that what you will. You can also check out Sing 2, Belfast Nightmare Alley,
Scream, and Spider-Man No Way Home.
What's your pick of the week?
My pick of the week this week is going to be Moonfall, because I think that you've got the other one covered. And I cannot tell you enough how much of a good time I had at this film. I just had so much fun.
What a double bill.
Yeah!
What a double bill of Moonfall and Jackass Forever.
It's a good week! I'm sorry, this is a good week for movies.
It is, yeah. I mean, my pick of the week is Sing 2. You know, of
there
course
it is.
It's
Dad.
Delightful. Dad stuff. But no, it's really Jackass Forever. I cannot wait. Dan, we are nearing Valentine's Day.
Oh, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
For some.
Yeah.
Go to the cinema with your partner, your loved one, your best friend, perhaps.
Little friend date.
Yeah, I love a friend date.
We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. I had a friend date on Valentine's Day a couple of years ago to Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, you could do that. If you order yours before February 14th, we have got a special Valentine's gift box that includes 2 tickets to go see a 2D movie and a large sharing combo, which includes a large drink, and then you can either get popcorn, nachos, or even the most romantic of meals, a hot dog to share.
Like, sort of Lady and the Tramp style.
Yeah.
You can meet in the middle. There's just so much to choose. Yeah, everywhere, like the Joker smile.
So you need to order this by the 10th of February. Click the link in the video description down below for more information.
And have a good time, kids. Just let us know when you're home.
Yeah, be safe.
Be safe.
We've got a bunch of movies that you can buy tickets for, including Death on the Nile, Marry Me, and our newest addition to this roster of tickets that you can buy, Uncharted, is now on sale. I don't know if you know this about me, Dan. I once wrote a book about video game movies and how they got made. It's published. I think about 10 people bought it.
That's 10 whole more people than bought my book about video games.
So I actually did. I charted.
Hello.
Thank you. The sort of production history of Uncharted in sort of like one of my sort of final chapters of it and stuff. Because this movie has been in development for a long time. Many years with many directors, many different co-stars.
I was working at Game when the first game came out. So and when I think about how long ago that was.
It's been so long this movie's in development that at one point, Mark Wahlberg was the lead and Bobby De Niro was Sully. And now Mark Wahlberg is at the age where he has to take on the Sully role.
He's doing Harrison Ford in Force Awakens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So and Tom Holland then gets to go and be Drake. When they announced that they were doing this, I had a proper all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good one, Sony. Every time the trailer comes up on screen, I turn to my wife and be like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah. This is all one big con. It's a long con.
This will never happen.
Yeah.
This movie will never happen.
But it's happening.
It is happening, and you can buy tickets for it right now. And I've got a bit of news for you as well.
Uh-oh.
We've been talking about The Batman.
Oh, yes.
10th of February. Mark it in your calendars, folks. You can buy your tickets, pre-order your tickets for The Batman. There won't be a link for that in the video description down below, but mark your calendars, because The Batman is coming.
Start stretching.
Oh, yeah. Start getting your utility belt at the ready.
But while you're waiting, you might as well look for Uncharted. I love that kind of movie, by the way. Like Tomb Raider, National Treasure.
Oh, I'm more of a treasure protector.
Yeah. I love it so much. Man, are they going to do a National Treasure 3? I want in.
We just talked about it then. We have got an unlimited screening for Marry Me on Thursday, the 10th of February, and on Wednesday, the 16th, we have The Duke, that you're obviously very excited for, Marry Me.
Yes. Don't forget to book your tickets, nor should you be fooled by the rocks that she's got.
Royal Opera House Live's Romeo and Juliet will be in selected cinemas on February 14th. The National Theatre Live's performance of The Book of Dust on February 17th. But get this.
Okay.
10th of February, The Beatles Get Back. Now we all thought, wow, this big 8-hour epic and stuff. If only there was sort of like a condensed version of this that I could watch on IMAX.
Yeah.
Well, you can. Because on IMAX, the rooftop concert in IMAX?
Yeah.
Yes, please. But obviously the rooftop concert is an iconic Beatles moment.
Yeah.
And to see that on IMAX.
In pop culture, not just Beatles. It's one of those things that everyone knows about.
Yeah, it's been done. It's joking The Simpsons.
That's the kind of event cinema that we're all about.
But that's all we've got time for on this edition of What's On at Cineworld Cinemas. If you want to check out any of the movies that we talked about today, click the links in the video description down below. And if you enjoy this sort of waffling content that we have, there's even more of it on the audio podcast realm. But until then, I have been Luke Cowan.
And I've been Dan Layton.
And that's What's On.